Hello my viewers, so nice to stay. I hope you will enjoy this brand new Let's Play. But let me tell you a story first, a Yoshi one. I'll promise you it will be a lot of fun. So let's turn the page and witness the glory of the magnificent game that is called Yoshi's Story. Out of the blue the island fell, darkened by an evil spell. The blink of an eye was all it took, and the island became a storybook. The super happy tree vanished too, and once happy Yoshis began to stew. Only baby Bowser could be so mean to ruin the happy Yoshi's dream. The island had paid an awful cost, for the super happy tree was lost. Elsewhere on the pop-up aisle, some Yoshi eggs survived the trial. The spotted eggs in the Yoshi's nest would soon face baby Bowser's test. One by one they began to hatch, 6 little Yoshis, a perfect batch. They scratched their heads and looked around, some even tried to pound the ground. Sadness darkened every Yoshi's face, it should have been a super happy place. They quickly saw the problem at hand, required a cunning Yoshi's plan. If we grow super happy, the Yoshis thought, we'll spoil Bowser's evil plot. Their mission then was crystal clear, they had to go and spread the cheer. So it was, they all agreed, to rescue the super happy tree. They set out to follow the trail of fruit, to find where the tree had taken root. One Yoshi wondered as he bounced if baby Bowser could be trounced. "We'll stay together," the others cried, "and stomp his baby Bowser high." By eating fruit and having fun, the deed would surely soon be done. And so the Yoshi's quest began, to find the tree and save the land. Just turn the page and you will see how happiness grows in a tree. So let's not wait any longer and turn the this aforementioned page, set the spotlight, draw the curtains, and open the stage. So, welcome to Yoshi's Story. Tis a wonderful game. Don't miss out on it, that would definitely be a shame. Its colors are bright, the gameplay is divine. It's one of those titles that made the N64 truly shine. But enough of the babble, enough of the talk. You want to see me play the game and not hear me squawk? However, before we leap into the perilous story mode, I think we should maybe practice. Yes, that is the safer road. So, greetings everyone, welcome everyone to Yoshi's Story. It's truly a wonderful game. So, what can I say about it? This is one of the games I never actually had as a kid, but I think I got it from a friend once, and it just kind of blew me away. It's the game he lent me like for 4 weeks in his other games, but this is the one I played seriously the most because it just has such a beautiful charm. Also, always like Yoshi as a character. And well, here we are currently in the tutorial mode. We can run, jump, and as you can already see, flutter jump. We can also, I think, influence it by holding a directional button. Yeah, for example, now I just jumped a little bit further. If I hold right, I flutter a little bit more to the right. And well, what do we do to actually beat the level? Well, first of all, this X in the block. The ones who probably know watched me play Kamak's Revenge already know that. And there's already the first enemy. Oh dear. Well, the big difference though is that if we get hit, we don't get an annoying kid babbling about. Instead, we just get unhappy. You can see, you can also hear it from the music that we get unhappier and unhappier. And to get happy, we can eat fruit, and 30 fruit is also required to end the stage. Yes, it also tells me about that I can get rid of that really ugly looking display. Now, so basically, you get happier the more you eat, but it's also depending on what you exactly eat. For example, if I keep ground pounding, if I turn him green, the green Yoshi will like him even more. And for example, this apple right here, he only likes it a little bit. Or does he? Huh? Is it because I got happy now, or is it? It could be also that is the lucky fruit, I think. There's also a lucky fruit that makes you even happier. But if I, for example, take this one, you can see he only likes it a little bit. But if he, for example, the green Yoshi, of course, likes green melons. So if I eat a green melon, he will like it even more now. As well as the honey melon, which always is 3 likes. There's also something more special about the honey melon, but I'll talk about that later. But first, of course, also, it's about throwing eggs. It's pretty simple. Unlike in Yoshi's Island, you can exactly aim where you want to throw the egg. It's not like it goes up and down like in the other game. And another addition is that, that you can see if you throw it, the egg, it will explode on him on where you're aiming for it. This is especially important in places like there. You can see I can either just shoot at it like that and it breaks, but if I do it smartly, let's see, let me get quickly up here. God damn it, let me up there. If I do it in a smart way, there we go. Like that. Whoops. Alright, let's demonstrate it right here. You can see I can break several things at once. And yes, white shy guy. This is one of the secrets you can get, but what he does, I think, is give you a character back if you find him. But here he won't do anything. In addition, yeah, this is about the smile meter. Eating yucky fruit will only make the smile meter frown, like chili. Because I guess Yoshi doesn't like spicy food. Nope, definitely doesn't. But does he like honey melon? Yes, he does. Oh, this is so adorable. This thing right here is sometimes scattered all across the level and will restore food, restore health infinitely. You can see it constantly grows back. Let's get some eggs again, and those blocks. Yeah, this is probably the most awkward thing about this game, even though it is in the SNES predecessor, the exact same that you, instead of ground pounding using the Z button, you actually use the down, which is I think a little bit awkward with the control stick. So I would have preferred it to put it on Z, because I think Z doesn't even have a use in this game. There you can break bubbles. Let's see. When we come up, the super happy heart. With extra flair. Super happy Yoshi's endless X, which I didn't even know, and his tongue gets longer, which is kind of looks kind of very well. Thank you. Well, look a little bit disconcerting. Yes, exactly. And if I ground pound, yes, the apple is my lucky fruit. And you can already see what happens if you eat enough honey melons. They actually spawn a super happy heart as well if you eat enough of them in a... I think it has to be in a row. But yeah, I'm also invincible until time runs out or I accidentally eat a yucky fruit or a yucky enemy. There are also yucky enemies. This thing up here is also very delicious and, well, kind of dead now. One thing I also didn't notice is if you're not completely happy, the explosion radius of the egg is a little bit smaller. Also, I didn't know that Yoshi eggs actually explode into firework. That's actually kind of concerning. Ah, yes, the sniffing feature. This is probably one of the more annoying things about this game. Yes. And yeah. What you can do is, by pressing, whoops, that is the wrong button. There we go. You can see he starts sniffing. The closer you get to something secret, the faster he will sniff. And also, yeah, if you get closer, he will start noticing it. And if it doesn't goes like that, underneath will be a secret. Usually it's fruit, sometimes it's a hidden switch, and usually it's also pretty clearly indicated like here. And I kind of really don't like this. Sometimes it's really tedious to do this, especially if you want to go hunt 100%, because if you want to like finish the level perfectly, you will do, instead of just eat any fruit, you will try to get all the honey melons, because they give extra points and they also spawn happy hearts, and there are also exactly 30 of those in the level. So this is basically the way to make the game more challenging for you. I will not really do it, because it is completely ridiculous to do this. It's especially since there are some fruits that basically are ungettable if you fuck up, and you would have to restart the level. So I probably won't do that. I will probably just get as many honey melons as possible, get through the level to show it completely off. Then I'll just end the level and eat all other fruits. Especially also, this is also one of the reasons why it's really hard to get all the melons in one level. This is a mini game that is very often recurring and is a pain in the ass. What you need to do is get all the boxes, and you have to transport them over the finish line. You can see you constantly have to like have it tilt. Of course, this is the pussy version. The farther you get into the game, the harder those things will get, and there are really like parts where you have to dodge, jump over pits, dodge projectiles, just everything. Oh, I think I didn't even have enough fruits. Yeah, I need to run back and get more fruits. So yeah, I think this is pretty much everything there is to say. There are of course way more interesting mechanics of this place, but I will explain them when I go along, because there are many different things I haven't even noticed yet. But I think it's time to end the practice level. So if you eat 40 fruit, Yoshi gets super happy, eats them all at once, that greedy fuck, and is super happy. And as you can see, the melons, I ate 24 melons, so I got 2,400 exit points. So this is basically, if you want to go for a high score, you just need to, the easiest way is just to get all the melons. Hearts is something we'll collect during the stages, and Yoshi's is the amount of Yoshis you still have left when you go into your adventure. But well, that's it for now. That's it for the intro and practice mode of this game, and then next time we'll dive into the story mode. So, I was your host, I was Kaushmar, and au revoir.